Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS, Monday with the mayor, but today we're Monday with the manager as we've made our way to Ferdinand Town Hall to talk with town manager Chris James. Chris, it's been a while since we've been in person.
It has, Bill, and it's good to see you in person. I mean, phone calls are good, but face-to-face also works out pretty well.
Well, I noticed that there's some work that's going to be happening through Main Street in Ferdinand, which is 162.
Yes, it's our main street, but much like Jasper with 231, it doesn't belong to us. That's NDOT's property, so when we get grumbles about potholes, we reference them off to NDOT. But it's Ferdinand's turn to have our main street, our highway, redone. A couple of years ago, Jasper had 231. Last year, Huntingburg had their portion. This year, we get 162 redone, and it's basically from the overpass bridge on the interstate to just north of our bypass intersection, I call it, on the north side of Ferdinand. It's about 2.5 miles as a straight shot, as a windy straight shot as a road would be, but it's going to be completely redone. Crews have actually, for the last couple of weeks, they've been doing a lot of markings, getting signage up to let folks know road construction ahead. And just today they began the process of replacing about 1,200 feet of curb that needed redone. About 3 years ago they came through town and upgraded all of our sidewalk intersections, crossings areas. There were areas of failed curb there, but that wasn't a part of the scope of the project, so they just kind of left it be. Now they're coming in, getting all that fixed up, so when the milling comes in, everything is fresh and new, and they can pave it right up and be good to go.
Of course, weather always dictates some of this, but what's kind of the timetable for this?
It's going to be a summer project. I'm anticipating a lot of the heavy paving work to kick in after Memorial Day. They're doing the curbing now. There's a lot of folks drive through, they see a lot of pink markings on the road. Those are some of the weaker spots of pavement. The anticipation is they will kind of dig those out, blacktop them to give a better base when they actually do the milling and the final official paving. But it'll take pretty well through the summer, hopefully done prior to Folk Festival time. It won't be done by the Heimat Fest, but probably into the late July, early August. They've got a window that they have to follow. So we will have a brand new shiny Main Street when it's all said and done, and we're looking forward to that.
Of course, local residents, they know the side roads and they can turn at this block or that block, but if you're coming through Ferdinand, you might suggest taking the bypass.
Depending on where they're working and how intense it is, yeah, we will encourage folks to maybe detour around, whether they take the bypass or if they can get in and then take the Forest Road and loop around on Vienna, depending on east side or west side of town. There are ways of maneuvering through without too much inconvenience, and a lot of the crews we know, as they get into residential area or in front of the shopping center or such, they're going to work to get past the entrance points so that folks can get in or out and not too severely hamper ingress, egress, whether it's for your home or for a shopping place. So they'll be, I say, easy to work with. They will work with us as best as they can. As you referenced, the weather will also play a part in it. They may have intentions of something, and then the weather kicks in, so they may have to modify plans a little. But they've proven on these other projects to be, I'll call it, fairly flexible with folks knowing they can't control the weather. The people know they can't control the weather. Get past my driveway and then do what you want kind of deal. So I'm sure we'll have some of that as well, but I think they'll be good to work with, and we're happy to have our turn in the turnstile to get the streets redone.
Now, turning to housing, all the communities around are always concerned about housing, but Ferdinand's got some new homes going up.
We do. The new Kirstein subdivision, Hidden Meadows, it used to be the old Helming farm. It's down the hill behind the Dollar General store on that'd be the west side of town as you come through. It's a 36-lot development. They have a spec home built. They actually had an open house this past weekend so folks could kind of see what they have to offer. And then there are 6 other homes that may not be fully complete, but all have walls up, roofs on, and into some form of interior work. Some are basement homes, some are slab homes, and that's totally up to the buyer if they want one or the other. It's not you will take this or you will take that. It's kind of a dealer option. If you want a basement, tell them you want a basement, and they'll put that in as well. But 7 homes down, so almost a quarter of the way through the subdivision in about 3.5 months time. So it's been a very quick process. Their original development, the Country Ridge Estates on the north side of town, it took them a little over a year, about a year and a half, to completely sell all the lots and have homes constructed or under construction, and all 16 lots are fully utilized right now. So they had a good taste from that one, and that led to the development of the second subdivision.
And earlier you referenced the Ferdinand Heimat Fest is coming up in June.
Yes, it is. I think it's Father's Day weekend is usually how it, or at least how the calendar falls this year, June 17th and 18th. Everything is on the grounds of the Ferdinand Community Center. Some of that is weather related or to avoid weather issues, and it's just more convenient, especially now with the community center with their expansion. They've got even more room available inside for dining and such, and it allows, as I mentioned with the weather, if Mother Nature decides to not be nice to us, they can take things inside. In previous years, when it was out in the parking lot at 18th Street, if the weather came, the axe left. So this is a way of trying to salvage things if the weather turns a little wonky on us. We hope it doesn't. That's nice and sunny and pleasant, but we'll see June 17th and 18th exactly what Mother Nature gives us.
And I think really the Ferdinand Heimat Fest is known for several things, but two of the big things, the barbecue contest on Saturday morning, but also the entertainment that they bring in.
Yes, indeed. They work very hard to bring in maybe not nationally known names, but regionally known, that folks, oh, I've heard of this person or that group. So they do a very good job combing through, finding something that fits their price range, that fits the area. Looking forward to having some of that. I know Rye Davis is one of the performers that's going to be on for Friday night's activities. So come into Ferdinand all the time, but especially that weekend, up to the community center, have a nice meal, kick back and relax, and have some great entertainment.
And I think on Saturday it's Cody Eichert and the Sidewinders who will be performing. So great weekend coming up in the middle of June here in Ferdinand. Chris, thank you very much for talking with us.
Well, thank you for coming in, Bill. We have to do this in person more often.
Looking forward to seeing you in June.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching 18 WJTS. Stay tuned. Coming up is weather on WJTS.